Alrighty, so reasons why your application can be denied or held up. So let's talk about it. So the used car commission, you think about it, it's so many people applying for dealer's license and dealer license every year and every month and stuff like that. So, it's things that happen and just fall through the cracks. So it's things that you can clean up and some things you can't control. Like one reason, like my application was being held up one time because my renewal because I filled out my thing as a dollar and a dream auto sales and I didn't put LLC at the end of it. And the people at the used car commission, they didn't send me out no letter or anything like that. It's like on my bond it said a dollar and dream auto sales, but it didn't say dollar and dream auto sales LLC, and that's the reason why my renewal was stuck in the process of not. But nobody at the used car commission like sent me out no letter or call me about it, anything like that, because they're going through so many. They're going through so many applications, so stuff like that just seemed through the cracks. So I had to call them just to get that simple thing fixed. Like, y'all could just send me a letter or just call me or something like that. But they didn't. So make sure all your paperwork is filled out correctly. Like if your business is a dollar and a dream auto sales LLC like mine is, like make sure you put the LLC at the end of it. Because stuff like that will. So customer walked in, but yeah, stuff like that will just make your application hold up. And you don't want your, like, you already spending so much of your money getting invested that you don't want anything to make the process even longer than it has to be, because like to get that bond fixed, it literally like a whole extra week, because I had to call my bond company. They had to send it to the other person. They had to send it to somebody else to fix the name on it. Then they had to re-mail it out to me, and then I had to go mail it in to the used car commission, because at that time they wasn't letting anybody in, and so it just took a whole longer process than what it needs to be. So, man, make sure you fill out all your paperwork correctly. Make sure and make sure everything is on there correctly, because you don't want to have no issues. Because like I said, they deal with a lot of people, so your application is not a priority. Like you're not a priority. So make sure all your ducks is in a row, because it's already 6 to 8 weeks before you get your license, a minimum 6 weeks. So anything longer, you're gonna be paying extra money to bills, and you want to get, when you in this process, you want to get in, and you want to begin, and you want to just hit the ground running. And so other reasons why too, they can and they will deny you based on your background. And here's some of the reasons why. One is the level and seriousness of the crime. So it depends on the level and seriousness of the crime, the date of which you committed the crime, the age of the person at the time of the crime, the circumstances surrounding the commission of the crime if known, the nexus between criminal conduct and the prospective duties of the applicant as a licensee, the prison, jail, probation, parole, rehabilitation, and employment records of the applicant since the date the crime was committed. So the completion of the active participation of drug and alcohol treatment, a certificate of relief granted, the subsequent commission of crime by applicant. So depends on the crime, depends on when you committed the crime, depends on how serious the crime is, the age at which you committed the crime. A lot of this stuff can go into them denying you, because they will run. They're going to run a background check on you, and some states are more lax with it. Some states are more serious with it. This is based on like North Carolina and some other states that I've seen. So this is all came in on one. Here in Oklahoma, I don't know how severe they care about the background checks on there. I'm not 100% sure, but you can get denied for a lot of reasons, and you can get up and get open and running, and then you can still get your license revoked once you open up, because here's reasons too. If you get too many people calling in on you and stuff like that, because a lot of times people, you're gonna get a lot of, but you're gonna get people. Every dealer gonna get people calling in on them because the customer feel like they sold them a bad car. It's nothing you can do about that. That's gonna happen to everybody, every dealer. Doesn't matter. New, used, whatever. Nobody's gonna have 100% great reviews, and nobody's gonna sell 100% perfect cars, because cars are man-made, and we're all human, and everybody makes mistakes. So nobody's going to sell 100% perfect cars every single time. So everybody's always going to get some. So the used car commission is going to get. They're going to call on somebody. If not now, but some eventually. At least one person is going to call in on you. So you can get, and also, but the used once you get open, the used car commission, they really don't bother you unless you're just getting complaints. So you want to do your best to not get any complaints, because the more complaints, then they're going to start looking into you, and then once that happens, then they start finding you. Then you build up so many fines that then the fines just put you out of business. Not necessarily you selling cars and not being able to sell cars. It's just you owe the used car commission so many fines because all the little stuff, all the little stuff is starting to add up, and those bills are starting to add up. But yeah, I mean, so like I said, main reasons why your application is gonna get held up is if your stuff is not in a row, or if you got a bad background check. They look into your financials a little bit, but they're not too worried. I mean, they're looking into your financials mainly because they know how long the process is going to take, and they just want to make sure that you get approved, that you're going to be able to stay in this business longer. The longer you're in this business, the more money the used car commission makes, because you're more than likely going to get fined at least once, so they're going to get that money right there. Every time that you sell a vehicle and the title gets registered to the customer, that helps out for the used car commission. And each used car sold helps out for the used car commission. And, you're gonna get all these used car dealers. They have a lot of turnover, with salespeople, and so you're gonna run through salespeople, and so they get money when you send in a salesman application, because you got to pay for the salesman application. You got to pay for your renewal on your dealer application. So the longer you're in business, the more money they're going to make. So as long as you just make sure you keep everything in a row, they'll do their best not to bother you. But the more complaints and stuff like that, and also just make sure you keep all your stuff in order, because like I said, if it's not in order, they're not going to, because they're getting so much stuff in daily. They're not going to just sit there and focus on your one application. But hey, let you owe them some money. They're going to call you. And they're going to make sure they call you. So, like I said, man, this is just some of the main reasons why this is just some of the small things. I mean, not small. These are some of the major things, reasons why that your application can get denied. So, make sure. I'm going to reiterate this again, I know I've been talking for a while, but I'm going to make sure, and we're going to reiterate this for you guys again. Make sure, before you think about starting your car lot or any business just in general, make sure you have everything in order, because if you don't, you're going to waste a whole lot of time, and time is money. You can always make more money, but you can't get more time. I'm going to say it again. You can always make and get more money, but you can't get more time. So you don't want to spend your time wasting on stuff that you can just fix the first time. A lot of times people rush. No, slow down to speed up. You have to slow down to speed up. Once you slow it down, and then you can, you gotta crawl before you walk. You gotta walk before you run and stuff like that. All the saying, but my saying is slow down and speed up. Just slow it down. Make sure you got everything in order, and then speed up and do what you gotta do. But this is all I got for you. This is just some of the reasons why that your application will get denied. I will make probably another part to this, but I appreciate you guys. Don't want the video to drag on too long. I'm out. PC tomorrow at the auction. I'm out. If there's any car that you guys want to see tomorrow that I could possibly come and see what the price is going for on a certain car, just let me know in the comment section below. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Peace. On the road to 1,900 subscribers. I'm like 8 or 9 away. So if you haven't already, subscribe right now. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, because you don't want to miss any of this information that I'm giving out. Appreciate you guys. Peace. I'm out.